You know, people are going to start getting the wrong idea about how many of these open lobbies I actually do when they see this. Now, here's the deal. Obviously, from the title, you can tell I'm having an Uncharted 3 open lobby, and this is 2 open lobbies within a few weeks of each other. Now, the only reason they're so close is because when I did the voting for this a few weeks ago, there was only a 1 vote difference between Gran Turismo, which won the voting, and Uncharted, which finished in second. So it only seems fair to offer an Uncharted open lobby as well, since that received a fair amount of votes. So don't go thinking I'm going to be holding open lobbies all the time, or they're going to have these shits once a month and whatnot. Hell no. I just happen to have the time to be able to hold these so close together. Now, as for the logistics of this, much like the Gran Turismo lobby, there is a sign-up sheet over at Prestige Gamerz. Link is in the description. So those of you who have PlayStation 3s, feel free to join the motherfucker. And again, it's the same rules. First come, first serve. If you sign up and you're online at the time the lobby starts, you get an invite. If not, your spot's gonna go to someone else. When there's room or somebody drops out, other people get invites and we fill up spots. That's how we're gonna roll up in this motherfucker. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of competitive multiplayer that Uncharted has. First of all, I don't like third-person shooters for competitive online games. I hate the fact that you can sit and cover and see a motherfucker coming around the wall. I can't stand that shit. I like them for co-op though. I love them for campaigns and shit like that, but I've never been a fan of them as player versus player in a third-person shooter. So the few times that I did play were back when the game was first released and shit like that, and I had a week to kill before Modern Warfare 3 came out. And looking back, man, that was a stupid-ass decision. Instead of playing Modern Warfare 3, I could have kept playing this joint. But anyway, man, I ain't gonna bullshit about that. The reality is, I don't know the ins and outs of multiplayer on this motherfucker. I know there's some options in the private lobby while we're playing. I'll check it out and whatnot, but I'm not 100% familiar with the shit like I am in other games. I will say this, though. In the time that I played, me and Hatred were a pretty badass team together. We usually did pretty well when we rolled together, and I will say that whoever ends up on a team with us would be wise to take notes of how we roll, because we were handing out some ass whoopings when we played this game. Now, I do believe the game determines teams randomly and evenly and whatnot, so there's a good chance me and him are going to be on opposing teams most of the time. But in the rare instance that we're actually on the same team, it'll be a good idea to pay attention to the things we do. Oh, and trust me, when I get a kill, I'm going to be taunted in this motherfucker. Oh, hell yeah, I will be taunting in this game, because the taunt this game has is fucking hilarious. They have a kiss my ass taunt, the talk to the hand taunt, the oh snap taunt. Oh, fuck yeah. There is going to be a shitload of taunting in this game, and that's probably going to make up the most entertainment in the highlights video after the fact. Now, the cool thing about Uncharted is that your co-op and competitive ranking are one and the same. So the time that I spent playing co-op, which is the majority of what I spent playing online in Uncharted, it all carries over to competitive. So people see me having a high ranking on the motherfucker. It's not that I played competitive a lot, it's that I played co-op a ton up in this bitch. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have some cool unlocks and features to use, but it doesn't mean I know how to use all of them, right? So for those who didn't play Uncharted, you guys are rank 1, you know what? Tough titty. I can't help you, man. Listen, we all start from somewhere. Level 1's always going to get an ass kicking if you're going up against like a level 80, 90, whatever the fuck it is in this game, right? And I plan on playing this shit all week. I mean, fuck that. I want to be able to be fully ranked up in this bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I want my advantages in this motherfucker. So I'm gonna be on Uncharted 3 all week long, practicing, getting ready, ranking up. So my suggestion for others, if you plan on getting in this lobby, is to get in some practice games, whether it's co-op, whether it's competitive, earn some cash, earn some XP, earn some upgrades. Basically, you want to rank up for the open lobby, because I really don't know what options I have in the open lobby in terms of what guns you could use, what attachments you could use, what boosters, kickbacks, none of that shit. I don't know what the rules and restrictions are. So it's always better to go unlock the shit on your own, unlock as much shit as you possibly can. That way you can show up and just have every fucking thing out there possible. Also, I believe the game has quite a bit of DLC, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I didn't purchase any other than the co-op shit or whatever the fuck it was. So for those of you who get in the lobby, you don't need to purchase anything extra to play with us. I don't know if there's any free downloads in the store and whatnot, but you guys can go check that out ahead of time to see if there's any free shit. Feel free to download it and whatnot. I do know there's a shitload of patches and updates, so you're gonna need to download a whole bunch of shit ahead of time before joining up with us. Otherwise, if you guys take too long, I'm just gonna give away your spot. I don't want to be sitting there waiting up in this motherfucker. So I highly suggest if you do get in the open lobby, download all your shit ahead of time so I don't have to wait for your ass. And of course, highlights are going to be posted after the fact. You know, I guess whenever the next generation console comes out, I'll learn about live streaming and shit like that. But you know what? I'm just too fucking lazy to learn about it. So those who ask, can you live stream this motherfucker? The answer is no. And the reason why it's no is because I'm fucking lazy. I just don't feel like figuring that shit out. So PlayStation 4 or Xbox 720, 850, whatever the fuck they want to call that shit, if they have some live streaming, I'll take a look and see what the options are on that motherfucker. But for right now, I'm too goddamn lazy. But anyway, just to recap this motherfucker, sign-ups are available with the link in the description. Go sign up, otherwise you won't get an opportunity to play in the motherfucker. The shit is going to be first come, first serve. And when we're in the lobby, I'll figure out whatever game modes, whatever restrictions, whatever gun types. We'll figure it out as we go along, because obviously I don't know too much about the motherfucker. And for those of you who paid attention, get in some Uncharted games this week to rank up a bit. Obviously, if you're going to join the open lobby and you're level 1, you're going to get your shit stomped out of you by the level 60s. You know what I'm talking about? And who knows, maybe you'll see me in some games. We'll get some games in from the co-op section, shoot motherfuckers in the ass and whatnot. So, as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you guys in the next videos all week long. We're going to be having hip-fight commentary videos.